that a lot of people don't see is you cleaning them. Spray them down, wipe them down. I have a little brush for the thicker stuff. You want to make them look as shiny and new as you can. Got a rag here, at least for the front of it. And we'll do this to the whole boot, but hopefully you can see the difference already. And that will make a huge difference. And when you take your pictures, aside of the lighting, clean and newer is the best. Same thing with electronics. I've got this old vintage phone / clock radio. Well, we got to plug it in. Something I also like to do before I take the pictures is tighten up all these cords a little bit. Get a twist tie or even a rubber band. It's just such a neat, clean look, especially for your first thumbnail picture or whatever you want to call it, that people see. You want to make that as attractive as possible to get people to click on that and look at it and decide to buy it. But you need to test all the little things. Why? Because one, you don't want to send out stuff that doesn't work. You're going to get returns, then you have to cover that cost of shipping. Also, you can get bad reviews, and if you get too many bad reviews, then your seller standard will be below the standard, and that will cost you extra fees on final values, insertion fees, so on and so forth. So doing this a few minutes of testing and cleaning will save you money in the long run. So here we got this sweet General Electric vintage phone alarm clock combo. Now I don't have a phone line to test in here. That's pretty standard. So obviously the radio works. This was something that we got from Goodwill online. They label all their stuff. But we'll do this. Our rag is already wet. We'll wipe everything down, make it nice and clean and pretty, and we'll list that. Whoops! So a few other things I'll show you real quick that we picked up the other day. These VCR, Zenith, the old brand, but these VHS players, they're kind of hot right now. They're selling for good money. I believe I paid probably $10 for this, and probably will end up with $60, $70 for this. I'll put a comp on the screen for this particular one. You don't see too many of this brand. But when you're looking at VHS players, what you want to look for is the little red dots, which mean, and they say on there, recording. Recording VHS or recording DVD and VHS, the higher the value goes. So that was pretty cool. Picked up this nice Redskins Polo shirt. Probably sell for about $20, $25, something like that. I think we paid $6.99 for it. Hats. Hats are pretty good right now. I pick them up most of the time for $1 or $2 a piece. This one isn't very old. This one's an old Billabong garage. 2012 open. We have a vintage Elks hat at the trucker style snapback. We have an old Polo hat, which this is a very nice hat actually. Polo by Ralph Lauren. That should sell pretty quickly. We have some Super Bowl hats, Star Wars, and then of course any of the NFL, the Major League Baseball, those type of things, especially if they're older. They are going for really good money right now. We paid $1 or $2 for each one of these hats, and some of these hats, especially the older ones, can go upwards of $30 to $50. Some of the vintage NFL or the Major League Baseball ones, if they're in good condition, vintage, they can sell upwards of $80 or $90 just for one hat. So that's a good bolo item for you guys to keep an eye out for when you're in thrift stores. Check the tag, see if it's made in USA. That's one way to find out whether it's vintage or not. We also picked up this cool metal lunchbox. It does have a thermos in it, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking this is probably 80s, somewhere in there. I haven't looked it up yet. I don't even see a brand on it. But this was so good down at my store, where I sell a lot of vintage items and antiques. One other item we picked up was this G.I. Joe, and this is a repro lunchbox. I think it has some food in it, but it's sealed. Again, and I know I said this in other videos, new stuff in the package. If you can get it for a good price, pick it up. It's some of the easiest stuff to sell. Even some of the newer stuff where you have a SKU you can scan. I like to use the eBay app to scan these SKUs. And it'll bring up everything that's listed for sale. And then I can also filter those search results and see what has sold. So typically what I like to do is see how many things are listed. If there's a lot listed and there's a lot sold, then it has a very good sell-through rate. That means it's probably going to sell quick. If there's not any sold and there's only a handful listed, you know, if I don't get it for almost a steal, I probably won't pick it up. As you can see, and as I showed earlier in the video, my shop here isn't but so big. So I can't really justify holding on to items but for so long, so I try to move stuff quickly. I send offers out on eBay all the time. I accept offers only because I know what I have in it. I don't string it out. I don't try to wait to make every last dollar. If I can buy it today and sell it tomorrow and double my money, I'm good, or close to it, I'm good. I move it on to the next thing. Here's some more hats that we picked up from a thrift store. Now this thrift store is only open a few days out of the month, on Saturdays. So I made sure I got there the other day and picked up this really cool vintage Redskins hat. This sells for about $30, and this thing is in mint condition. Same thing with some of these older hats here, made in USA. Now this one's broken. I think I showed that earlier in the video. Some of these other ones. But you can expect to get anywhere from $10 to $30 for a lot of these hats. So that's pretty awesome. Now this gem here, something I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace the other day because it was a steal, and because they are hot right now. These jackets, these old school jackets, vintage. Let's see, this one's a 3X athletic tech, something like that. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but these are the cool retro old school jackets. Some of these are blank. Some of these have stuff on them. But these are selling right now for probably 15 to 20 bucks a piece. And we've got this cool green one. 15 of them. 15 of these for $30, I think we paid. So again, it takes a little work to get listed. We'll have to hang these up so that the wrinkles fall out of them. Make sure they're clean and get them listed on there. Either eBay or Mercari, Poshmark, any of those things like that. So I just want to show you those few things real quick. This is going to end the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, like it, share it, all that good stuff. And I appreciate your time. And thank you so much. See you on the next